Hello there, I am LordMaddog and we are playing Kerbal Space Program. Last time we made a space bus and we carried 15 Kerbals all the way to our Minimus base and we left them there. Even though it was massively laggy, which we're going to have to fix later. Sometime later we're going to have to clean up the base. But now we're on a probe headed to Pol. P-O-L, at least I think so. So we need to go to Joule. So we make ourselves Joule target, and Sally Kerman is headed to Joule. But first, we have to reduce our speed comparatively to our target. Right now, we're at 13k meters per second, which is insanely fast. I don't even know the speed that is. It's a couple hundred, well, a thousand miles per hour. So right now, we are trying to go against, trying to put Joule in negative. Revert that. We're trying to fly opposite of Joule, so we can lose some speed comparative to Joule. I think that's where we're going. So we're going to just skip forward a little here because you guys don't want to see me do this. Well, I could explain it a little bit better. I think I've talked about it a couple times, but yeah. Basically, you gotta, there, I'm reducing my speed. I just dropped down almost, yeah, so I'm trying, I really don't know, to be honest. I've got a few things that I try out, and they sometimes work and they sometimes don't. Basically, because we're going to Joule, I would think we would actually need to speed up towards Joule, which is maybe what we're actually doing, because we're going kind of anti-grade. But basically, you go into you fly the 90 degrees or the 270. Try also, if you go too high, you want to bring it back down by going 180, which makes you go down. See, like that, 180 make you go down. If you want to go up, you go to the north. It'll actually have the north yellow line on your nav ball. So you want to keep it basically on the level of that, because if you move your speed according to that, move your speed according to if you go upside down like this, you'll end up changing your tire speed. So you want to keep it basically on the equator level, unless you're flying to Moho. Moho's a bit different. All right, so as you see, I'm still basically flying around a 90 degrees angle, and so you see your speed basically start to go down, and then you just go ahead and you get as close to the sun as you dare, and then you let time pass. Or if you don't care about how much time pass, you can just let time pass, period, at an extremely fast rate. But it's faster to fly towards the sun, and then that's basically how that works. You just keep flying around the sun, and 90 degrees, there's more science and math behind it. You can be very precise, but with these, it's not like the warp drives for Interstellar that you turn on and off, and it's very picky, you know, in the menus. At least that's how it used to be. I haven't actually used the newer warp drives. The dev may have fixed it to be like this. So I'm going to skip forward a bit. So where we have reduced our speed, we messed up. We actually increased our speed there. We reduced our speed. All right. So right here, we reduced our speed to 2k, and we're flying off to Joule. Our target is Pol. So we're gonna fly all the way out to Joule. There we are. We are now in orbit. We went a little bit too fast, I think. Now we need to fly straight to. We need to adjust our thrust limitation. Because if you go too fast with your thrust limitator, these warp drives just go. That's because it's meant to fly to other solar systems. You're supposed to get to it and unlock it, and then be able to fly to other solar systems using it. The only problem is even with stock stuff, you can almost max out your entire thing just by going to Minimus in the moon. So even using stock, oof, whoa, that's not supposed to happen. What happened there is it didn't auto cut off like it's supposed to, or maybe it did, and I was just traveling at such a fast speed and I ran right into it. Now it's reloading. Now we gotta go fly back to Joule, which is not a big deal. Okay. But as I was saying, even if you're using stock, you can pretty much fill out stock bar. Well, at least I think you can. It's been a while since I've tried, but by going to the moon in Minimus, and you certainly can if you take and send like 10 to 15 missions to the moon, just flying what do they call them, science stations out there, and you just get like 15 science stations orbiting, and you go ahead and send one probe out to like Duna or Eve, and by the time it gets there, you'll pretty much have maxed out all your science in stock. Alright, there we go. We are now in the orbit of, I think we're in the orbit of Polo, or are we in the orbit of Val? I think we're in the orbit of Val, actually. I mean, not orbit, but we're in the influence of Val. Yes, we don't need Val. We need to go, yeah, Val is not where we need to go. We need to go to Pol. P-O-L, yes, focus view. Yeah, fly to Pol. Here we go. We're almost there. Our target, we have a very high target. We're going to have to go back out and fleet off some speed probably here. Unless our orbit around it. There's our delta V status. Unless our orbit around, and this, no, we don't lose a lot of speed by going away, which is another way to lose speed. If your target is a heavy mass target, you can get into orbit around it and let time pass as you not orbit. You can get into the influence of it, directly fly straight towards it, so your retrograde is flying away from it, and you can lose delta V by just speeding up time. See, like I just did there, I lost like 5 speed comparisons, but that's not going to work because Pol does not have a very big gravity pull. So places like Pol, which are the hardest to land on, very low, like Gilly is pretty hard to land on. Gilly is the moon for Duna or Eve. No, Duna's is Ike. Eve is Gilly, yes. And Gilly's pretty hard to land on, and even get into the influence of. Alright, so here you are, we're playing the little round of posy. We got too close. We're going to have to reload, because otherwise I'm going to crash right into Duna, into Joule, burn up into Joule. Yes, very high atmosphere in Joule, I learned that. And you cannot land on Joule, because it's a gas giant. Alright. Once again, we're going back to Joule. Get an influence of Joule, we'll spin around and fly around and thrust limitator, yep. Yeah, there we go. Here we go. Now, target. We need to lose some speed to the target. So we're going to fly around until right about in that area. Sorry. Oh, yeah, another thing is getting your apoapse above you a lot of times is an excellent way to make sure you will lose, if you're losing speed to your target, towards your target, your matching speed more or less actually. If you get your apoapse in front of you, like I just did, at almost a 90-degree angle at a very high, like I guess perpendicular maneuver there like that. If your apoapse is in front of you, usually can just warp straight to your apoapse and lose tons of and match your speed dramatically. Lose lots of speed to target. So that really helps. So there you see that I just lost, a little bit close, a little bit over a K, a lot more than a K. Well, look at that. There we go. We got pretty much half our speed there. Almost, and not quite there. Yep. And then we'll keep going around here until it actually makes it lose. Nope, here we go. Wow, look at that. That's one fast maneuver, and now we can pretty much go get into the orbit of our target. We'll have to burn about 1,000 delta V, or around 800, but I'm not going to actually make the maneuvering node here. I'm just going to go ahead and hit retrograde once it gets in range and fly towards it. Yeah, retrograde. Burn. Probably about a 4-minute burn, which is not very long for you guys. There we go. Retrograde. Burn. And we're going to burn after I save here. Uni Wonder Probe landed. That's just one of those things you shoot off. Alright. I'll show you here what it takes for get into there. About 1,000 delta V. So I'm not going to make you watch the whole dang burn time, which is 8 minutes plus. Skip here. As you see, I'm still burning. And I'm way out of orbit. Still burning. Alright, just a little bit farther back. Here, we finally got it. Got down to 200 delta V, which is, 200 speed to toward compared to our target, or orbit, because we're actually in the orbit around the target. Okay, yeah. I can't activate engine. No, I need to activate other engine. There we go. Oh wait, no, actually I want to get into more of a kind of a, want to fly around it, so when I go in the delta over my orbit again, we'll get in a closer range, kind of a, yeah. Retrograde activate. Just really should have put them on action groups, but I never thought about it. Here we go. We are now getting in orbit around pole. Boom, orbit. As you see, orbit is only 73 around pole. And you have to be very little getting there from Joule and stopping would spend a boatload of delta V because of the size comparative, I think. Alright. We are going to go ahead and perform a orbital scan here once we get into a proper orbit, which is 25 by 50 within the 25K of 50 around pole. So where is it at here? Looking for it again. I found it. There's your left. There it is. Alright, perform orbital scan. Yes, we gain 80 science. And now we also have a whole bunch of little white stuff. That's not what I'm looking for. There we are, toggle. There we got it. Oh, there. Now, we are going to do a couple bypass here. So we gain as much science from going around it as possible. I hope you practice proof breath, right? Yes, pretty much the same standard thing when you get into orbit around anything with most science thingies. EVA. Yes. And we're going to go around and gather all the science just like this. And it's very annoying and time consuming, and that's why I have forced science. Otherwise you'd have to continuously hit all of your things every time. And some of them I do have to hit. It's not because forced science doesn't automatically take them. Other ones I don't, thank goodness. Gotta love the mod for science, otherwise you'd be spending hundreds of hours micromanaging. You would have to actually get out of your cockpit, reset what is it called? Mystery goo, and reset your material bay. Oh, talk about absolutely annoying. Take the data from them, store them into a glove box, so you don't have to So you have to continuously grab them over and over again. It would be really, really annoying. And I've done that. Believe me, it is annoying. You save probably about 150 hours worth of time just continuously getting in and out of your out of your ship with your scientist and resetting science, because for science it automatically resets it if you have the scientist on board close to it. Can't be so far away. It has to be pretty close. Alright, so we're just sending off science here. More science. Yay. The sensors pick up multiple layers under the surface of the planet. Exceptional work. Alright. Now, we go. Almost 2K worth of science. That's awesome. Another situation. So I don't think you guys want to watch me do this for the next 20-30 minutes. So I'm going to skip forward until we have gathered most of the science. Here we are. I just turned off both science things. So we have gathered all the science on this thing. It's been around just one time for good measure. And make sure we have a nice EVA, which I know we already do. Alright, now it's time to go ahead and land. We want to land on the sunny side, more or less, if at all possible. I like landing on the sunny side. Minimus turns. That's one of the harder ones to actually land on the sunny side and make sure, because by the time you land on the sunny side, it's already the backside. Actually, you know what? When I really think about it, there's only one other one that spins like that. I was thinking it's Gilly. Gilly has a pretty good rotation speed to it, too. Alright. We're performing our burn here. It's not a suicide burn because I don't know how to calculate that myself, and I don't really have to because I have 6K delta V. Alright, and all we gotta do is land and jump back off of Gilly and fly back to Kerbin and gain ourselves a boatload of science, hopefully. Alright, down we go. Lucky. We get stuck right there. We are burning. So, you guys know what I mean when it's a suicide burn. It's when you burn at full velocity, so from a point of no return. So if you weren't to burn at full throttle, you would hit the ground and blow up. It's basically what Elon Musk ships do, but they call it a slap. Hover slap? Yeah, hover slap. And it makes your burn much more efficient. And the reason why Elon Musk doesn't call it a suicide burn, because that doesn't sound good. But yes, it is quite a useful tool. There is actually mods out there that will actually show you when to begin your suicide burn, so you'll use less delta V. We are now on the planet. We landed on Gilly and we're gathering ourselves some science. EVA report. Yes, we report our whoa, hey, we're sliding. Okay, so sometimes when you take a surface sample, we'll stop you from sliding. That worked. Now we're going to go ahead and plant a flag. And Sally. The Kerbinites have almost seen it all. Sally oh yes. Sally is pleased. Okay, so once again we're sliding away. Take a report. No, you gotta take a sample to stop yourself from sliding. Deviate one of them. Come on, there we go. Stopped yourself from sliding. That worked. Now we're gonna just fly so we don't slide. Get on the opposite side. I don't want to keep sliding on this thing. Tired of sliding. Alright. No! Slide away again! Ah! There. Yes. Alright, so how do we fix this? How do we stop from sliding? Maybe we just turn this thing maybe. There we go. Now I'll just kind of fly there and get in there. Yes, yes, yes. Ooh, 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 yes. Ah! Ha, ha. We boarded. Alright. Now it's time to decide whether or not we want to, well, not quite. Yeah, we probably do want to fly around and try to get different bow mines, but first we need to do our seismic data collection with our hammer. Decouple. And some people aren't overly fond of me save happy, but I've learned that this game can randomly have physics buzzing out, so and most of the time it's not my fault when stuff blows up. Well, okay, that's not true. I would say 75% of the time it's my fault when things blow up. I'm just not a rocket scientist. Okay, but there is a good percentage of the time when I will fall through the earth or my ships will randomly blow up, so save a lot. I mean, it's absolutely frustrating when your ship just spontaneously combusts for no reason whatsoever. Especially on load. I've had that happen quite a few times when I load a ship, and I usually cut them out, but sometimes when you load a ship, it'll just spontaneously go boom, even in the middle of landing, or landed on the ground, or flying through the air, it just goes boom, instead it spontaneously explodes. I will have to let you see one of those one time. I'll have to not cut it out. I'll just remind myself about that. Anyway, here we are. We have found a new bow mine in space near Pole's lowlands. Yeah, so we are going to land here. I'm going to get ourselves the lowlands from Pole. We're getting ourselves a boatload of science. Science farming. Alright, land down. Go ahead, same routine. Science away. 72. Sodium rich. Most of these things don't even mean anything to me, I'm sad to say. I wish they did. It would be nice if they did. EVA report. You can't help feel you'll be allergic to whatever it is. That one's a good one. Everywhere you look, it appears the planet something another. Hey, you can pause it if you want it. You can go back a few seconds and pause it. But I think it's talking about how the yellow, everything looks orange or yellow. Collect scientist data at ADA. Now we need to go see if we can find another bow mine. We want at least 3 bow mines from this one. I think I've seen another bow mine back up the way we were coming. When we were on the way down, I saw Midlands or Highlands. I can't remember which. I'm pretty sure I landed in Highlands, but I'm not quite sure. Yeah, it was Highlands I landed, I think. Alright, so gotta fly up the edge here. Maneuvering landing. After a couple 100 hours of play, you'll get this good at randomly flying over the tops of worlds and trying to maneuver where you land and don't land. A good hint for that is remembering retrograde is not the kill-all be-all. In fact, retrograde will a lot of times get you killed. What you want to do when you're flying across the land is you want to kind of angle the direction you want to go the first burn. Okay, and then as you come close to it and you're almost at the ground, you want to point yourself straight up away from the ground and burn, which will keep your velocity in the direction you want to go, and at the same time keep you from smashing into the ground. So here, we found poles midlands. Oh wait, I already had poles midlands. I thought we must have landed on midlands. I thought we landed on highlands. That's why I skipped that there. Collect data. Well, we didn't get 80%. We only got 65% when we did this last time. Stop moving here. Now collect data. Here we go. Yeah, 35 more science, not bad. Now we'll just go ahead and see if we can find that highlands. I've seen it right beneath us. There we are, highlands. Yes. Couple hundred. Slow down here so we can actually take our test. Now getting out of here and doing an EVA is going to be a little bit problematic because it's sliding. Here we go. Now I have to board real quick. Alright. And I think that was it. That's everything. I think we're about ready to leave pole. We gained ourselves a decent amount of science. Well, we want to get the seismic data from the highlands. Make sure, see if that gives us any data. It didn't. I thought we had landed in I don't know how that works. Anyway. So we've got pole highlands, pole midlands, and pole lowlands all in one land. Epic. The only thing left I can think about is usually a planet's poles. Yeah, let's fly to the North Pole, or to the pole. Yeah, let's go to the poles. There we go, fly towards it. Cannot warp. Yeah, there's a few mods that let you change that. And I wish they would work for me, but none of them ever worked. So I have to spend tons of time warping at very slow speeds. There we go. We are flying across the land. I'm going to skip forward for you guys just a little bit because otherwise this could take a long time, and you guys don't want to see me do that. Alright, so we're still flying towards Pole North. We are still over the lowlands. There, we have finally passed over the poles. And now we're gonna land. Yeah, skipped that for you so you guys don't have to watch me slowly but surely fly across the surface at only 4 times speed. Which has gotten me killed a couple times in the past because I don't want to be going that slow, so I try to speed it up by using more delta V, and usually that ends up with disaster. Here we go. Oh, no. Whoops. I turned too sharply. Bounce this off the ground with our reaction wheels. There we go. Ooh, certainly not made out of pollen. I didn't know they thought that about that. Yep, collect more science. Make sure we get our X-ray and our surface hydrate scan. There we go. And now we're going to collect the seismic data. Pound away. But only 4%. That's fine. Yep. Alright. And I believe it is now time to say goodbye to Pole. Bye bye, Pole. Bye-bye, pole. We need to get an altitude of 60 or 32. Didn't quite remember, didn't see it fast enough. There we go. We now have an atmosphere of 60. I'm going to go ahead and get to 70 just for good measure, and we're going to go ahead and activate our warp drive and head back towards Kerbin. And once we land, we're going to gain all this lovely good this lovely good something or other. Science, yes, science. Fly towards outside of, get out of the range of Jewel. Need to adjust our limiter because we're going way too slow. Here we go. Now back to Kerbin. But the problem with Kerbin is I think we're going to be going way too fast to hit Kerbin. So we're going to have to do a little bit of dancing around the sun. Let's dance around the sun and make ourselves have a lot of fun. Oh, that was a bad pun. Alright, so our target is 15,000, which is way too fast. Oh, hun, that's not good. Oh, there we are. We're losing ourselves a good amount of depth. We're matching target pretty fastly there. Lost about 5 kms. Here we go. We are speeding up. We don't want to go that way. We want to go opposite. Keep on going. No, you're gonna want to go. Keep going 90, I think. From my point, from what I've seen, just keep going 90 seems to be the best option. Going counter doesn't really offer all that good of benefits a lot of times. Here we are. We're still gaining some speed, but if we want to get our apocalypse up in front of us, we would probably lose a decent amount of speed. Alright, so at this point we can see how I am doing it. Once again, dancing around the sun takes a lot of time, and you guys don't want to watch me do that for hours on end. So, wow, we're down to 5k. Pretty quick move maneuvers. Here we're going to go ahead and skip forward a little bit. Dancing around the sun. Large load time. Had to reload because I ran into the sun. That's another problem. We're going at 4k. There, we're down to 3, but we went too fast, so we need to reload yet again. So you got to be very precise. If you go too fast, you don't, because at this point, once you get down past 5k, you got to be very precise with it. We're gonna go down, get ourselves slowly, adjust ourselves to we are about 2k, because that was my max drop off. Trying to, there we go. We finally got ourselves in a good position, and we're going to go back to Kerbin. Yes, fly to Kerbin. Ooh, passed it to the side. A little bit too fast. Here we go again. Let's do that again. This time a little bit slower. Yes. Yeah. Ooh. Ah. Well, it's straight land, but that's fine. We should be able to do that. Gonna come in at a steep angle here. We are pretty anti-aerodynamic, but we also have pretty good, well, actually, from what I've seen, coming and curving at a steep angle actually reduces the amount of heat you have. I mean, heat you have to. I don't know the science behind that, but if you come in steep, you don't gain near as much heat, and I don't understand how that works. You would think it'd be the other way around, but no, it's good. We are coming in, and we're going to land here on Kerbin and gain ourselves a boatload of science. Come on, come on, come on, land. Boom. Recover vessel. Yes. Little KIS Science. Yep. There we go, and I think that's where we're going to end for the day. I hope you enjoyed this episode of me playing Kerbal Space Program. Yeah, we got all the way out to Polo, landed, collected a decent amount of science, 8K worth of science from Polo, and so next time I hope to see you. We're going to see what we do. All right, talk to you later. See you later. Well, whatever. I won't talk to you because I won't even see you, but at least you'll hear from me. You won't see me. Just bye.